Hey guys, welcome back to another review, and I'm sorry, just saying my dog is being annoying right now. He is barking a lot, and if you hear him barking and my little brother yelling at him, I'm sorry about that. But anyway, today, welcome back to another review, and today I am reviewing the Netflix remake of Watership Down, starring James McAvoy, Nicholas Hoult, John Boyega, Peter Capaldi, Rosamund Pike, Daniel Kaluuya, the guy from Get Out. Sorry if I mispronounced his name. And Ben Kingsley, and it was directed by Noam Murrow. Noam Murrow, right? He also who directed 300: Rise of an Empire. Interesting. All right, and this miniseries is about a group of rabbits trying to find a new home after Hazel's brother Fiver sees a horrific vision of the destruction of their warren, or at least that's the summary. All right, let's get this out of the way. I'm a huge fan of the original film. I already reviewed it, the John Hurt version, the 2D one, which is one of my favorite animated movies. I was thinking, could this one live up to the hype? Now, just saying, I know this is based on a book, but I'm only gonna say, is this better than the original? I haven't read the book yet, but I do want to. But I need to find it. All right. So, is this miniseries better than the original? Not by a long shot, but let's get into my positives. The voice acting is really good. The voice acting is really good. Especially Ben Kingsley. He is the standout. He actually kind of sent chills down my spine when he voiced the villain, General Woundwort. They also... James McAvoy is also really good in this miniseries. Everyone's good. No one's ever bad. Even though I do think the voice for the bird could have been a bit better. It's not like the voice acting was bad, but that wasn't his voice. I think his voice was supposed to sound foreign, but he just kind of sounded like everyone else, and it's not really the point of that character. Yeah, alright. Another thing is I love the scenery. The scenery is, in the background stuff is really cool. It's really good looking. Some shots are very beautiful to look at. There's one shot with a moon, another shot where the bird, Kiar, is flying and the water's dripping off his wings. It was very detailed. Some pretty cool shots in lightning, in the rain. Some pretty cool shots there. The opening scene to the last episode is shot like in a 1920 style camera shot, and I thought that was interesting. Showing the all right, and another good shot is all right, not really a good shot, but there's a good creepy scene where they find Warren, not Woundwort's Warren or Watership Down. It's this other Warren. In the original animated movie, it was like right before Bigwig got in the trap. Fiver's vision in this scene was disturbing because they were all turning into bones and skeletons, and it was a lot more effective than it was in the original. All right. Some moments, I did like how they developed Woundwort a lot more in this one. Woundwort was just kind of a dictator, and you don't really know why. And there's suffering in his warren, but you don't know what kind of suffering. So I'm glad they went into it a lot more in this one. They definitely showed more of like a almost Holocaust-like scenario or something, and I really enjoyed that aspect. I do think they kind of went a little far by making General Woundwort sympathetic, which I don't think was necessary. But I am glad they developed the warren a bit more and how it was literally a hell. And the last few episodes is basically a prison break, turns into a prison break thing. And I really enjoyed that. That's about it. This miniseries. Alright, here's the thing. The miniseries is fine. It's just okay. But as an adaptation of Watership Down, it feels very watered down. This is nowhere near as good as the original. It was... Alright, let's talk about the negatives now. The animation is a little wonky. It doesn't always work. The rabbits don't really look like rabbits. They look more like hares than rabbits. Like, they don't look... In the original, they're definitely rabbits. And when they move in this one, they look weird. Like, they look a little like jerky or something, if you know what I mean. The original, they moved normal, like, or more organic. This one, they feel very stiff. Even Fiver's vision is very toned down. In the original, it's like you see the whole landscape being covered in blood, and in this one, that does happen, but it's done very differently. And in my opinion, it didn't really work. It wasn't as effective. And after you find out about when Captain Hawley talks about the destruction of the old Warren, the originals was disturbing. Very creepy. In fact, here's a quick clip of it. If you haven't seen it, here's a quick clip of it.
There was a strange sound. You see, the air turned bad. Runs blocked with dead bodies. We couldn't get out. Everything turned mad.
Creepy, right? Yeah, in this one, not as creepy or disturbing. There's no voiceover or anything. It's just silent, mainly. All right, let's try to wrap this one up. I don't want to go on for too long. All right. The ending to this one is nowhere near as intense as the first one. Let's just put it that way. The ending was slightly anticlimactic because, well, it wasn't as intense with the weird animation style. It just wasn't as fast-paced as the ending fight was in the original. And I do think they focused on the romance between Clover and Hazel a little too much. In the original, it was only hinted at. In this one, it's like a big thing. It's kind of cheesy a bit, especially that they ruined an entire point of a scene where after Hazel is, shot, and in the original, Fiver went after him, and possibly the best scene of the entire movie of the original. This one, Clover goes after him, and there's no shadow of the Black Rabbit or whatever it was called. There's nothing like that in the movie. It was just kind of pointless, I guess. Kind of made the whole scene kind of pointless because it was about, the brotherly bond they had. Yeah, this one, Fiver has barely anything to do after he gets the vision. Like, almost he has, nothing to do. Neither does it really any other character. And sometimes there's awkward humor thrown in and it breaks the tension of some scenes. Okay. I'm rambling a bit. All right, so long story short, Watership Down, the remake, is not terrible. It's not terrible. It has issues. If it was its own thing, it would be okay. I'd have a few nitpicks here, but, it's just okay. But as a Watership Down adaptation, I don't know. It's not that great. Off the original's perspective. Remember, I haven't read the book. I plan on it. But I don't know if this is more supposed to be based off the book than it is supposed to be a remake of the original 1978 version. I'm not too sure. So, yeah, in conclusion, it's just okay. I'm going to give it a C, and is just, it's meh. Alright, so if you've seen the Watership Down remake, what did you think about it? And if you like this review, give it a like, and I will see you all next time.